Oh, well, what's up, everyone, and welcome to the guide. I want to torch only Shadow the Erdtree. You want to torch only Shadow the Erdtree. He, she, we wants to torch only the DLC, and I'm going to show you how. And before we get into it, I really want to stress that torch only Shadow of the Erdtree is absolutely rock solid stuff. This is pretty hard. Probably the hardest out of all the torch or broken sword runs you can do. So if you feel like a challenge, this is the one for you. No messing around, right into things. If I can't beat it, I'm just gonna leave a bad review anyway, so fuck it. And I have a lot to say about the torch only run because it has, in the DLC, believe it or not, progressed quite a bit. But hello, love, can't attack you here. All right. Ooh. Alrighty, well, we're into the DLC. I think the first thing I should say is that the torch in the patch notes has had a buff. No, I am not joking. There's a spooky necromancer in the lands between. Oh, get me out of here. The torch has had a buff. The torch now does more poise damage, which is really fucking funny because when we get a posture break, we don't get any reward, as you guys know. So they give the torch more posture damage, but there's no reward for doing it. But speaking of like damage and stuff, this is our big component here. Boom. The scatter tree fragments. Now, consuming those give us damage buffs, which obviously makes the torch kind of okay. The point of the torch is that it's a bad damage weapon, so maybe trying to get all of those circumvents that feeling. Listen, it's going to be like this. I'm just going to use a few. I'm not going to use them all. I'm just going to do what I kind of need defensively and tap out there, you know. With that long explanation out of the way, it's time to get into the gameplay, which first up is getting the deflecting tier. Deflecting hard tier is what I wanted to kind of showcase. It gives us a timed block. Let's go down and I'll showcase it against someone. Like that. And, well, you saw that. Pretty much a guaranteed stagger riposte. Can I get it one more time? You can tell it's happened because you get that little clang. Like, that's different to that. And yeah, honestly, I think it's a cool new option. Wait, a bunch of people are saying that they want me to put my webcam on. Do you guys want webcam? Okay, I'll put the webcam on. I love it when you call me Big Flop. Also, I fucking love this. As well as the scatter tree fragments, you also have these ones too. What they do is make your spirit summon ashes and also torrent more defensive. They actually did add horse armor DLC, guys. Oh, who is this magician up here casting magical spells at me? Get out of here. What the? Mate, I'm at me fucking bonfire. Fuck it off. Well, we're into our first boss. Gonna be honest. No idea how this one's gonna go. Uh-oh. Oh, I forgot I do bad damage. 1, wait for it. 2, 3, and where's the breath? Jump that. I'm gonna get like fucking, what, 3 lights? 2, 3, 4. That's nice. Also, it kind of goes to show, you don't have to do it. Obviously, when you're watching this video, these are kind of also good day one tips for beating these bosses, you know? 3, and do the big jump. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe another frostbite sometime soon. Look at that. 4,000 damage out from the torch. All right, so on other bosses, I'll be doing more comprehensive breakdowns of the moves, but this one wasn't too bad. Took us about 20 or so minutes. Our next boss, however, would be more of a surprise. That is the first boss down the castle. God, I love that shot, so cool. But also, we are moving on to our next castle with our first major boss, and here's the kicker. A lot of you know this is a really hard boss, and my first time I struggled here a lot too. But once we beat her, we have access to a new torch. The DLC has added 2 torches. Wait, why am I going this way? I opened the gate. Am I fucking dumb? Mr. Electric, dox this man's location now! Yeah, the deflect here is really good. See this deflect putting in the work here? Look at this shit. How about you fucking just sniff my nan, mate? I'll be the first to admit, I'm probably gonna get stuck here for quite some time. My first time doing this was a struggle. This will probably take a bunch of warm-up and a bunch of practice from me. Let's give it a go. Wait, can I deflect these moves? I'm doing the... Actually, the deflects are working pretty good against her. I mean, it's something. I mean, it does the business. But you can jump the stab. You see that? You can jump the stab. The poise damage buff that this weapon got, as I said in the patch notes, makes these guard counters. If you can do them, they do a lot of poise damage to her. I mean, if you can do it, guys, you get those riposts really consistently. That's my main advice, the deflecting tier, which, in my opinion, is way easier than normal parrying. Normal parrying, you gotta press the button like a little predictively, about a half second before the attack lands, but here, it's purely reactive and way more natural. No posture break yet? I'm surprised no posture break yet. Come on. This could be it here. There it is! Frostbite, come on! It changes everything. We can do this! Delayed. Jumping heavy. No way. No way!
I'm about to end this man's whole career. Boom! Bam! Bada,
Let's have it, boys! With the deflect and the extra poise damage from torch buff in the recent patch, it's so fun. You're playing a new way. And hey, even if you're watching this and don't do a torch run yourself, at least try applying that to your normal build. And now begins part 2 of our torch run. There is a new torch in the game, all the way down here. It's probably going to be a bunch of running just to pick up that one item. And I guess while we're doing that, I can tell you about the torch. All right, so our first new torch is the Lamenting Visage, and this is a very unique one. There is no fire or magical damage. It is pure physical with an A scaling in strength. Oh, Mikola, you fucking dodgy bastard, what did you abandon here? Here's where I abandoned my Nintendo DS. Oh, mate! And his mum came in, saw him on the DS on a school night. That's why Mikola started going fucking bananas. He's like, I can't play Luigi Poker. Fuck this area. But one thing to very much consider is the range has been made even worse. But your moveset is a lot better now. I believe this is the shield bash animations rather than the torch pokes, which are definitely quicker with more forgiving rollout windows. I do test it against a dragon here. It is one-shot stagger breaks, which is kind of insane. But otherwise, I do still believe our previous Ghost Flame torch is still better. And that is purely because of Frostbite. Can I stun lock this guy? Oh my god. Honestly, the torch might be a premier stance-breaking weapon. It's a shame that you can't really do anything once you get a stance break, but yeah. And this, in this little part here, against this illusionary wall, is our torch in there, but you can't let me in. And right here is your new torch. Okay, guys, before we get to this, I'm going to quickly spoil the final boss. The final boss is Mikola's younger brother, Mikey. Okie dokie, Mr. Kuroki. We're getting to the business end of the deal now. We've got the big man of the hour, Messmer. Listen, I don't know how this is gonna go. The first thing I wanted to test was the deflecting tier, but unfortunately, it just doesn't quite work for the fight. Messmer moves around maybe a bit too much, and some attacks, when deflecting, give you a hard knockback. So, my advice here is just pure, straightforward, full charge heavies. Full charge power there. Full charge power again. Full charge power. 3 full charge powers for a down. The easiest and the most abusable move in his phase 1 is his spin, which has 2 variations. One without flames. He'll just do a spin and he'll always follow up with a really delayed charge attack. Thing is, you can just walk around this one, which is amazing. You regain stamina and get ready for a full charge power. The other one, which you'll notice, is when he does the sidestep here. He'll always do sidestep, stab, and always spin after. So as soon as you see the sidestep and the stab, you know a spin's happening. Full charge power punish every time. Abusing these 2 moves alone with charge powers, with 3 power attacks being a riposte, should make phase 1 very straightforward. Nice. And the full thing, walk around, the spin. That's just... This is exactly why you do torch only runs. You learn the bosses really well. You are absolutely forced, because you're low damage, to be physically in the boss room for longer than most. Phase 2, however, throws a very tricky mix into this combo. After every spin, he will likely do a corkscrew stab right here. Now this one can be very deceiving because, well, first of all, you can't get your full charge power, which is annoying. But second of all, sometimes if you really try and run up and try and get a punish, like a jumping heavy, he can just point blank use a snake move, which will more often than not get you killed. Advice-wise, phase 2 is all about learning the snake attacks, because if you can do a full dodge, that's where your full power attacks are now available. I thought the serpent might hit me. Come on! Come on! Come on. Do you boys love seeing gameplay on your video game device? That's it. My main advice is to really abuse that spin move for a full charge power. And phase 2, that corkscrew's the main problem. Not even the snakes, that corkscrew, because it maintains his turn. This is why I like the scat tree system. Boom. Right, in my adventure, how many have I got? I've got 10. Not used them. And I tell you why, if I used all 10, that last Messmer fight I did would have been a complete joke. I could have made it easier, but I was like, you know what? No, the torch feels good at this point. Not too strong, but not too weak, you know? I love how this area looks. But if I had one piece of advice, it would look fucking sick, right? If you put like a big red moon and a bunch of like these spooky like little like squid things on the roof. I'm at the next boss, and I have got 14 fragments. Am I gonna use them? I could, and I can get like another like what? 4, maybe 5 levels out of it. That would maybe make this maybe a bit too easy. I'm gonna ease up, you know? I want this to still be in the spirit of the torch only run, so use them. No, if I use them, honestly, I'll start doing like 1,000s. And then people will say, bro, this is not even a torch only run. Are you doing more damage than me now? So, I mean, it's fair play. It's still a torch only run, sure, but I do want this to still have the challenge intact. By the way, this boss is fucking visually awesome. How much damage am I doing anyway? 500s. I honestly think, looking at my damage there's still gonna be people saying, bro, you're doing so much damage with a torch. And I'm still downplaying it. I'm still not using all the fragments. But that doesn't mean it was all going to be easy. This boss exposes one of the biggest weaknesses of the torch, the range. It is like using a dagger, essentially. Except you don't get dagger riposte, so it's definitely worse. As you guys can see here, there's so many times it looks like, yep, we're all good, and we just come up still a bit short. And for bosses like this that have a lot of movement, it can be a little bit tricky. I never really had to learn this boss before. Right there. Now I know that like, that shiny thing means it's time to dodge. And my first time round, I didn't have to like learn this boss at all because, well, I kind of just blitzed it with like, a really high attack power build. But with the torch, I actually had to learn that, and it was fun. That's why I like doing these things. This is the final gauntlet. Now, I'm not going to fight the final boss just yet. This DLC has some amazing side bosses. The next boss we're going to do right now is probably my favorite boss in the entirety of Elden Ring right now. We're going to the top of the mountain right here. I'm driving home so I can play the DLC. I'm running all the red lights. I'm getting that DLC now. Yeah, this is my favorite boss in the DLC. That's a design. That is a design right there, my friends. Damage is not the best, and the tailspin right there. Yeah, a lot more running heavies here, though, because the weapon range can mess you up. The tail swipe, always gotta look for it. Charge heavy afterwards. Can work if you're in the right situation, but again, the weapon range can mess you up many a time there. Also, when charging the heavies, it's absolutely fine to hit the bone rather than the head. They both have the exact same, like, weakness damage. It's fine. When he strikes with his other hand, that's a delay one. That's how you know. Tail swipe after every charge. I see, that's the dagger range coming there, and it delays it there. And back rolls. The big charge slam here is our main punish window. If we get a riposte, it is frostbite time. One. Oh, he does a follow-up. Oh, wow! I got him! Can I get a frostbite here, maybe? Well, there's your frostbite. You can frostbite this guy. And that is making quite the difference. And I guess now's a perfect time to talk about the frostbite meta, because it has been changed. Previously, I did recommend that when you get a frostbite, you then switch to a flame torch to break frostbite so you can build up the next frostbite for another huge chunk of damage as soon as possible. But now, with the Skibbity Tree fragments giving us damage buffs, it is now worth keeping the frostbite because that extra damage is getting much more mileage than before. So when you get that frostbite, expect like another 100 damage a swing, which is very, very welcome. Okay, fucking Bayle, or however you pronounce your shit name. Alright, Mr. Bayle. Oh, dodge that. This is one of the biggest punishes in phase 2. The dodge timing is when he raises his left foot. You can see again here. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Right there. And I'm going to do a jumping heavy. Dodge that. Explosion. You gotta watch those explosions. Can I get a rolling light here? Yeah, why not rolling light there in the phase 2 where he doubles up? And some lights on the side. I'm playing for the frostbite. 1, wait for it. 2. And a big wamba jamba. Watch the floor, watch the floor. You careful, careful. He doesn't stop. Where's his combo stop? Fucking hell. Jumping heavy. That's my reward for dealing with all that was one attack, but that's just how we do, baby. Because his phase 2 moveset is so flashy, it's really hard for me to build up a posture break and a frostbite. Because he's moving around so much and doing all this cool shit. I'm safe here probably. Yeah, nice. It's really hard to pin him down for an extended period of time. I am getting my occasional shots there, and you jump this. For a jumping heavy and a full charged heavy. That's probably my best opportunity to get any sort of posture build up. And delay it right there. That's a good delay right there. 1, wait for it. 2. Anything else? Nothing else. 1, 2. What's he doing? I love this move. Wait for it, right there. Jumping heavy. Dodge that explosion on the ground and go for another jumping heavy. Ah, no jumping heavy for me there. And jump that nice and early. Dodge that, wait for it right there. Lovely bit of patience from me. Oh, hello. Right here. Running light. Dodge again. Roll. Make sure you don't get stuck in the face. Walk around if you have to. Dodge the ground, dodge the ground. I got the frostbite. That changes the whole game. I think we're in, boys. We've got 2 Estus in a dream. We're on. That frostbite changes the game, right? 1 heal in a dream. Let's have it. Come on. There's another light for me. I'm getting lucky on the moveset now too as well. A bit lucky here. Nice easy stuff here. Move it, move it, move it. Can't get hit, can't get hit, can't get hit by that. Come on now. Let's play video games. We're cool. And a nice side roll there. A bit risky for me to do this, but I want the damage. Nice, I got lucky. I'm getting some lucky breaks here. Dodge that. And right there. Make sure I'm on the right side of the face. And spam lights. Holy shit, we're looking possible. Move it, move it, move it, move it, move it. Bit of a comeback by me if I pull this off. Wait for it, wait for it. Right there. Come on. Right there. Move it, move it, move it, move. Wow, I got lucky. I'm getting some lucky breaks. Tailspin. Right there. Wow, that's a good jumping light by me. Back roll that. I want a jumping heavy on my desk by tomorrow morning right now. Back dodge that shit. Yes! Actually, I tell you what, rather than popping off, I want to say this. I said I was doing all this shit without the scatter tree fragments, and if you're watching this, I want to remind people, it's not a cock measuring contest. If you want to go in here and get all the fragments, you can look up a map and get them all and come back here, cool, but I like doing that because it's fun. I'm learning the boss. You see, I was really interested. It's really fun. But anyway, that is my favorite boss. I fucking love that boss. Can we celebrate with a cat meme? Someone asked in chat. You can, but today the kiddies are the kiddies are quick. The kiddies are quick today. You gotta be quick. That's like our 3rd grab this week, mate. Go home. Do it again, bitch boy. I dare you. Thank you. Go, 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 bitch boy. No stamina break. I can't defeat Jory the Elder Inquisitor. I've got to get 5 skeleton fragments. No! Turn back while you're still able. There's some sort of spooky fucking monster in the Abyssal Woods. Fucking hell. Where's the webcam happened? Something happened? Yeah, I got into a house fire and I've severely burnt my face, but Bing has pulled me out that house fire, man. Look at him. That's the last thing I saw before I passed out.
Huh?
Sorry. Sorry.
Huh?
And now it's time to play this fucking... Wait! Wait! I actually have something for this! Computer, play the hype music. Weapon art. Temporarily making the user harder to see. The torch does something! Holy shit! She saw me immediately! The weapon art makes me get seen even fucking more! Oh wait, I think I know why. Because it's literally a fucking torch! You have a light source upon you! Of course they're gonna see! We are at the castle in this area. The boss here, well, he's not that interesting, but the reason why I'm showing this off is because there is our 2nd and final torch that DLC adds. The DLC adds 2 torches, and this is our other torch. Okay, so okay guys, I guess we're moving on to final boss. What? The guy asked nicely! Oh, come on. It's a good gag for the video, come on. Did I not get a bonfire? When going through the castle, the torch is right here on a body. You'll be walking past this anyway, so it's not too hard to find. Now, despite what I'm about to say about this weapon in my live reaction, I absolutely 100% recommend you pick this up for a fight later. Naya's torch, right there. Now, it does look interesting. Look at that. E. Scaling with madness. Now. Obviously, PvE madness isn't really doing a thing. Unless you're hard locked at fucking Sir Gideon off you. You have options, such as the weapon art. Mate, you calm down over there. Guys, I'm gonna die to fucking... I can't beat this guy. Fuck. What's kind of sad about that is I genuinely find that harder than the actual boss. One thing here, unfortunately, our deflecting tier once again doesn't work, and it's just a bit of a shame. It doesn't seem to be working as much in the later bosses, but it was really fun while it lasted. All that aside though, what makes this extremely easy is that it's only 2 full charge powers for a posture break. We just go in full charge heavy, we've got a posture break. It's two full charge heavy for a posture break. Right there. Jumping heavy and a charge heavy for me. That's proposed. You can smell them coming at this point. Full charge heavy for me right there. This boss, as you can see, has a lot of opportunities for full charge heavy. Again, my advice, even if you're not doing a torch running run, you can at least look at all this and be like, hey, that's like a good opening to can use in my, like, imagine doing this with a hammer. You'd be absolutely smashing his fucking balls in. 1, 2, 1, 2 quick, and I'll last a big spin. 1 full charge, 2 full charges from that. Wow. Explode. And jumping heavy for riposte, please. Thank you very much. Could maybe do like, oh, stay close with this laser spam. Full charge. Dodge that. Dodge that and dodge the extra. And I tell you what, that is a really fun one on torch because it exposes one thing that the torch can do very well now. Posture breaking. That is a very fun fight to just keep posture breaking. Shame you can't do a fucking thing about it when you get it, but there you go. We're gonna do one last skibbity fragment check. Oh, what's 9 plus 10? 21? That's good. That's a good one. That you're stupid. I'm not. Get that one? You get that one, guys? It's 9 plus 10. You get that? 21. I think I'm going the right way. Question mark smiling emoji. Oh. See that like Looney Tunes ass shit right there? You see that? This is optional. Can I just go? I'm going. I don't want to do that. Okay, this is a problem. This is actually a really tough one. PvP with the torch. It's not our strong suit. You know, on these challenge runs, it's always the PvP fight what sucks the most. Dark Souls 3 Broken Sword. It is Half-Light. Who's the hardest fight in that game? The problem here, obviously, is that we do not have enough damage to kill them quickly. The idea is that you're meant to kill them quickly before they all spawn in, so this is really bad. I'm in a corner. So guys, honestly, this might be the one that makes me tap into 30 scatter tree fragments. Honestly, this was almost the fight that made me use my skibbity fragments. But my last resort is a mimic tier. In all fairness, I did not use any other revered ashes to make him more powerful, and it was a +0, so I think I prefer this, making the fight a 3v3 PvP rather than using my skibbity fragments, which honestly I became quite fond of collecting now, so hopefully you guys don't mind. I managed to do this second time, and previously we were here for about an hour, so there you go. There's no way around this one. This is the Big Daddy. As you guys will know, I've tried a lot of different tactics here, and I have a lot to say. Obviously some tips for you guys, you know, even if you're not doing a torch run, watch what I'm doing. What we'll be doing, we'll be parrying the final boss. Right, let's get in there, and I'm going to be showing you all the attacks you can parry. Right, go on, how much damage, Full charge heavy, boom. Oof. Let's do another test of how much damage on a light attack. 355. He'll do this big slow overhead. That's your main easy parry. Afterwards, he might follow up with this double hander very often, and looping these two over and over again is very abusable. Also, after the stomp, he can just go into the big overhander. Nice and easy. So yeah, stomp, overhander, hopefully looking for that extra two-hander. There it is again. Can I loop it again? Boom, have that one. Can you see how I'm just like looping that same attack pattern over and over again just to punish him? On the stab, with the sword go flat, and that's how I know how to parry that one. The stones, in case you want to know, I had a lot more success from running back, but then jumping rather than rolling. I had a lot more success there. The big two-hander, parry that every time, and yeah, just look for that loop every time. Sometimes he'll do a stomp, just get used to it. He'll usually follow up with an overhander anyway, so it's all fine. The cross sweep though, that's the only one that's going to kill you. You can try and parry it, but it's pretty quick. You're gonna have to get used to it. I wouldn't recommend it. Now, phase 2 has some nasty tricks. Is there a 5th here? There's the 5th. Now, phase 2, you can still find the same parry loops, like right here. The same loops exist, but it also throws the grab in there now, which can really kind of throw you off and then get you killed like that. Now, to address the obvious, parrying him with a torch doesn't really mean much because we can't really get a riposte. But that's not even the main reason we parry. The main reason we do it is that it really takes the aggression out the boss. Gives us time to breathe a bit, maybe take a heal if we have to, and really overall just makes him way more predictable. See this one? Run forward, right, dodge, and hit that parry. Takes the aggression right out of it. Now this one is a little different in phase 2, also pretty intimidating, but it's fine. Run back, then jump to the left, then keep running back, 1, 2, 3, 4, dodge the 5th, wait a bit, and then dodge in. Honestly, it looks intimidating, but it's pretty fine. You hit that parry, nice and easy, go back on. This move is a little bit cringe, but it's a free heal if you can do it. Right, what we got? Forward, right, hit the dodge, then hit the parry on the first attack, nice and easy. Takes the aggression right out of that move. There's the frostbite, and all of a sudden it's looking very possible now, come on. Oh, you're gonna make me wait for it. Are you gonna make me wait for it, my friend? No way you're gonna make me wait for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, to the right. Empty, roll in, charge heavy, and it is GG. That's torch only, baby. It's no, you know what? Okay, yeah, I know it sounds intimidating to say, you know what, just parry Radahn. Honestly, it takes about 10 minutes to get used to some of the easy attacks, like the big overhead. And if you guys do parries on your runs, you're gonna get so much more mileage out of it than me, because you guys can actually do riposts. That about does it. I don't know what else I can say. Apart from that is your torch only DLC run. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.